The Robert C. Heaney Award, named for NACDL's 18th president, is given each year to the one criminal defense lawyer who best exemplifies the goals and values of the association and the legal profession. I want to tell you a bit about this incredible leader who perfectly fits this criteria. This year's Heaney Award recipient, my friend Cynthia Orr. Cynthia was the NACDL president in 2009 to 2010. She served in every officer position and countless other positions of leadership. During her term as president, the NACDL supported a challenge to New York State's inadequate delivery of indigent defense services and made extraordinary efforts to support defense lawyers working on Guantanamo Bay to bring about transparency to the proceedings there. Also during her term, NACDL, together with the Heritage Foundation, released the influential report, Without Intent, How Congress is Eroding the Criminal Intent Requirement in Federal Law, bringing to focus to the problem of overcriminalization, and issued studies on misdemeanor courts, problem-solving courts, and the need to ensure scientific integrity of forensic evidence. Cynthia currently serves as a Fifth Circuit Vice Chair of the NACDL's Amicus Committee, as a member of the NACDL's Champion Advisory Board, and as a member of NACDL's Death Penalty, Corrections, Forfeiture Abuse, Fourth Amendment Advocacy, and Discovery Reform Committees. She's a trustee of the Foundation for Criminal Justice and has previously chaired NACDL's Membership, Internet, Public Affairs, and History Committees. As a leading criminal defense lawyer, Cynthia obtained the first confession of error by the state of Texas in a death penalty case. McGill and Joe Martinez against Gary Johnson. And on October 4th, in 2011, along with the Innocence Project, she was instrumental in gaining the release of Michael Morton, an innocent man who'd been convicted in 1987. That's 24 years he was in prison for the murder of his wife in Williamson County, Texas, which he did not commit. In her first year of practice, Cynthia was counsel on an amicus brief in CNN against General Manuel Noriega before the United States Supreme Court, where she successfully defended this unpopular defendant, attorney-client privilege. Cynthia is also the NACDL's representative in the American Bar Association, House of Delegates, and will become co-chair of the ABA's Criminal Justice Section next week at the ABA annual meeting. The fact is, I could go on and on in recounting Cynthia's many positions and accomplishments. Simply put, she's an outstanding attorney, as well as a civic leader and bar leader, and a dedicated and compassionate human being who brings all of her talents and her heart and mind and her soul to everything she does. But what is most important, it is her steadfast dedication to NACDL, for the long record of service to NACDL, and her pursuit of the highest ideals of human criminal justice system. Cynthia, Eva, Hujar, Orr receives the 2014 Robert Heaney Award.
Thank you, Jerry. I'm very fond of Vicki and you. You're such an elegant couple. Heaney recipients, thank you for recommending this great honor. It's the best. I know my husband and I will celebrate again when I get home back to San Antonio, and we all enjoy celebrations, births. I've heard about the accomplishments of your sons and your daughters at this meeting. We celebrated Jim Levine's birthday last evening at the past president's gathering at dinner, and we let Ted come anyway. He was great entertainment. And deaths in our families remind us of the good that our short lives give us, the short time we're here on earth. Brothers and sisters and friends, you stand with each other against proven opponents, and together we find safety, we gain recognized results, and the greatest risk to our success is in not joining. You look at justice and ask together, what would we do? What is good? And you aspire to move obstacles. Today, Norman Reamer welcomed with respect and deference Attorney General Eric Holder and reminded him he had work to do still yet on the death penalty, on Brady reform. I do pro bono death penalty work. I remember when this award was a surprise, and that was always fun, but it was so much fun also to enjoy the congratulations that all of you offered throughout the meeting and the joy that you shared in my success. That's the character of this group. It was really momentous that Eric Holder came to speak to us and that he congratulated Cynthia Rosenberry for her work on the Clemency Project, and it made me think about how grateful I am that Jerry Goldstein shared you and ACDL with me so many years ago. It reminded me that we all share this love of freedom and of justice and the work we love, this foundation, the work that it does, the way that our staff and Norman and our officers and trustees leverage the money that's donated to have a powerful impact for good results. And we were discussing ways, oddly enough, to show our character again, how we could decrease our business, decriminalize offenses, reduce these regulatory wrongs with no mens rea, engage in drug law reform. It's to create the best world that we can. We were encouraged today to study decisions about how we could eradicate implicit and explicit bias. We are a nation with 60% of the world's imprisoned population, only 5% of the world's population. We spend an extraordinary $80 billion a year on imprisonment. And so we've taken it upon ourselves and joined with others to put the future in our hands and work for extraordinary change. We've asked like-minded individuals with wisdom and with resources to join us. And I know we plan to ask those folks to join our advisory board at the Foundation in the Spirit of Liberty, and which, of course, is the greatest patriotism. We have seen extraordinary gains in public opinion coming to our side on the death penalty, changes that I never expected to see in my lifetime. What you do selflessly is very seductive because it deals with essential human freedoms, what we all understand, that we shouldn't act with fear and bigotry, but instead with understanding, with light. We reshape society and we build a foundation based on love, hope, freedom, and security, and human liberty, to destroy cruelty, eliminate the death penalty, and leave a common legacy where you are your brother's keeper. You are your sister's keeper. You are the keeper of the least among us. You are the best hope for those who are most desperate need. Our precious brothers and sisters, and moms and dads, through kindness, through achieving right, and with respect. I'm so grateful for the Heaney Award, recognizing that this is the work I have had the great pleasure to join. Thank you.